All right, we're live again. My chest and stomach has stopped hurting. We're just gonna get right into it. Hopefully people show up feeling better. That's awesome. Yeah, Vepper, definitely. It just went away. I laid down for a little while. It started to go away. I got up and did a little bit of stuff in the yard in the sun, and it kept fading, and came in and laid down again, and it was gone completely after, you know, another 30 minutes or so. So then I went in and started up the stream. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't going to come back. So yeah, it's gone. I don't know what the heck is going on, why that's happened for 2 days in a row now. At least this time it went away. In a reasonable amount of time. Wait, what? I looked at the chat. Was there a cutscene of like rubble collapsing or something? I feel like I need a flashlight down here. Oh, they want to talk about it.
In all our wanderings, my people have never come across any creature like this.
I cannot imagine the horror of being enslaved by this thing.
Is this thing a plant or an animal? Or something in between?
This place will haunt my nightmares.
In all our wanderings, my people have never come across any creature. Alright, we just need to find this creature and determine what it... Kira, what
Found
is
it.
that?
It's a plant? That's large.
We are going to need bigger guns.
That joke never fails to land. What in tarnation?
Invaders, your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose.
A sorry clone.
I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
Yeah, like the joke never fails to land. Like for instance, like someone walks into a giant feast and it's like there's food everywhere and everyone's shocked. It's like, I'm gonna need a bigger fork. It never fails to land, man. It never fails. I'm here to make a deal.
You gave something to Sarah. Something I need.
Saren sought knowledge of those who are gone. The old growth listened to flesh for the first time in the long cycle. Trades were made. Then cold ones began killing the flesh that would tend the next cycle. Flesh fairly good. The old growth sees the air you push as lies. It will listen no more.
I won't let you keep your thralls. Release them, now!
No more will the Thorian listen to those that scurry. Your lives are short, but have gone on too long. Your blood will feed the ground and the new growth.
What? Like, what did you think was gonna happen there? You tried to give me a hug. I'm not in a hugging mood, man. Stop being alive. Did you really just die? Don't do that.
Perimeter clear.
So we should negotiate it from see, a Sari clone.
That had the desired effect, I believe. A few more and it will be severely hurt.
Okay, give me a second here. I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna... Can I, like, skip cutscenes? Like, is there some way to do it that I just don't understand? This is the one I just did, right? So, Thorian, Zoo's Hope, load. I don't know if I did a save or not. Okay, yeah, no. Alright. So, what I want to try to do is throw a grenade at her. Like, why isn't there a way to skip cutscenes? At least this is a shortcut scene. And it skips the part where the floor ceiling collapses or something for some reason. And then this is a shortcut scene too, and I can just bypass the dialogue super fast. Then try to throw a grenade and see what happens.
All right.
Oh, wait, I can skip this.
We are going to need...
I can't skip this part though. Come on, hurry up. I like how it clones her clothing as well. Cowards.
Invaders, your every step
And her
is
guns.
a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you. I speak for the old growth as I did.
You gave something to Sarah.
Then cold ones began killing the.
I won't let you keep
No
your...
more. Your blood will feed the ground and the new growth.
Yeah, she just straight up dies. Alright, so no point in doing this then. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. I might have to reload anyways. Notice that this is respawned, and now it's indestructible. We'll see if it counts as being destroyed or not, but at the moment it's indestructible. I want these guys. Yep. Why does it force me to go behind these guys? I mean, force these guys behind me.
You must die.
Oh, okay. I guess I die now. Oh, and let me live. I had nothing to do with that. As soon as that crowd control thing hit me, my death or life was decided by the game, and it had nothing to do with me. And me being hit by the
Negative contacts, Commander.
Me being hit by that was also decided by the game. So they're gonna come behind me at some point. That's why it made me pass up some that were behind me.
Area secured.
Anytime now. Anytime now. Jeez, it made me wait forever to be able to get through. That was on easy, supposedly. Oh. It's just the targeting of it is allowed, but are the ones behind me the ones that woke up? It doesn't look like it. Alright, well, the dangerous one is down. Why is there something to the right of me sound-wise? They're all so squishy.
Think we're good, Commander?
They're like blip 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 blip. I don't like this thing.
That's the last one.
What? What's happening? Something hit me? Wait, it got destroyed, but it had more health. If it comes up from behind us, that could be bad because it could just push me off and insta-kill me.
You must die!
Nice, it didn't come up from behind us. Alright. Idiot. Well, I'm glad you showed up, Soren. It sucks that they didn't notify you. Gamer Voice said welcome back, but it didn't show up on chat for some reason. That's suspicious. Hold on, let me check something here. I think I have to... I think it screwed up. I think the thing screwed up here. Let me check the YouTube thingy. Let's see what it says. Yep, it's screwed up. So let me delete this. And open up this one. And delete you. And the tags aren't going to be correct, right? Yeah, there's no tags. And change the thumbnail. Save. Edit. Is it gonna let me pull up the information even though I deleted it? No? Okay, that's fine. Oh, did it glitch out? Oh yeah, that's an interesting glitch. Good job, YouTube. Multi-billion-dollar company and you can't figure out how to make your shit run without glitches? Okay. I guess you're more concerned with being racist and sexist. That's fine. Game title. Why is the game title not in here? The game title should be in here. God, you're so worthless, YouTube. You are worthless, YouTube. You don't do shit correct. You're a garbage corporation who feeds off the corpse of Google. You infected Google like some sort of insect that lays its eggs inside its victim, and you devoured it from the inside, and then you pretend to be what you are not. And all of the kingdom that you rule and all the things that you have because of people better than you that did the hard work. And you just, like some disgusting insect, devoured their flesh and stole their work. Alright. There we go. Fixed all that stuff. Okay, so lift. No. Yeah, it was gonna be barrier. Now she could do stasis. And we were gonna do armor with her, but then I noticed she doesn't ever at any point get better armor. So don't care. Unlock shotgun. You unlock stasis and start putting all your points into stasis. Since you're specialized in it now. Alright, I can do stasis now. You wanna go? Where's my stasis ability? What does it look like? So I'm supposed to be able to damage things in stasis with this class, but I don't know. It didn't seem like I could damage him. Oh, there he goes. He did die.
Clear.
Your mama's clear. Thank you, Vepper. I'm sorry that I did see your comment on the other video. It just kind of messed up and didn't post correct, so there were 2 streams going at the same time. I'm glad you found the correct stream once I deleted the wrong one. I mean, deleted the one that didn't work. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling better. So what happened was, I already explained it, but you weren't here. Obviously, you were stuck in the wrong stream. I laid down and I started to feel a little bit better, so I got up and started to do a little bit of yard work and some stuff outside, and I started to feel a bit better still. And so then I came inside and laid down a little bit more, and eventually it went all the way away, and so I started the stream back up again. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Like it's happening every single time I eat now. Well, not every single time I eat, just every single time I eat midday apparently. And I don't think it's anything that I'm eating, because the meals I had were different from each other. Save they were both broth.
I think we're done here.
They both had broth and egg noodles in them. And damn well there ain't no way some broth and egg noodles is what gave me those issues. And one of them had broth and egg noodles with some vegetables, and the other had broth and egg noodles with a little bit of meat. And both of them, I felt like crap afterwards. Like a few hours afterwards, so I don't know. I don't know if it's the food, because when I eat a different meal later on, I don't have that issue. Maybe it's something about eating the meal and then sitting in the chair afterwards for the stream. I don't know. Maybe something about sitting in the chair after I'm eating or while isn't good, and I just don't know. Sound. Stop making noises. It's a lot of dudes.
I think we got him, Commander.
I don't understand why I can't kill them early. What? It glitched out? It's not the way I'm supposed to go? Oh, okay, I see. So that's what wakes these guys up. Back up. This is why I'm the daddy. You guys are too predictable. All right.
All clear.
Now we just have to wait for
Area secured.
her ability to come back, maybe. And we'll give it its last hit. It'll spawn the thing. I'm gonna put the thing in stasis, I think. Which direction will it come from? Because that door up there was closed, so I guess they're coming in through here. Or not. Maybe the door stays closed until I walk up to it. Ah, okay, I see. Nope. You don't get to play game. What? How did I fall down? Isn't that cheating? One thing I definitely don't like about any video game ever is that when you can get CC'd, because like it's like the game developer slapping the controller out of your hand. Nothing I did could have changed what happened there. I got hit because the game decided I got hit. There was no like, there were no special combination of buttons I could press to prevent that from happening. I did my attack before she did hers, but hers went off first because of great game design decisions. And then once I fell like that, whether or not I die is completely up to the game. Like, I have no input on whether or not I live or die. It's just, I fell down, I live or die based on the game alone, and my input means nothing.
Lost shields!
You must die!
ECM is hot.
Yeah, let's get some more points in lift here. Only 1 point? Normally I get 2 points when I level up. There we go. Duration for stasis is a bit better. Oh, increases the radius. So more people get hit, maybe? Or maybe that's the length, that's the range. Hopefully it's not the range. They're saying radius. You never know with a video game, though. They can be stupid. Just get her advanced barrier. You keep making your way to that shotgun.
Trouble for a moment.
Looks like 1 to 2 more floors after this. Assuming the attack's coming from here. Nothing's moving. Wherever the attack's coming from on the minimap, it's not moving at all. So I guess I drop down here and then I'm stuck. Why'd you waste your shield? Huh? Why would you waste your shield on nothing? Oh well. The hell? You done?
Perimeter clear.
I guess so. She said perimeter clear, so I gotta assume she's done. Barely taking any damage from this range. Barely taking any damage, period. What the hell? The hell is going on? Why is it taking so much damage? It sent a whole wave after me.
Think we got him, Commander.
Oh, now it's taking normal damage. Yeah, that was weird.
Kill them all. Perimeter secured.
I think that's all of them. Alright, well, let's end it. You're not very smart, are you, big, giant, weird thing? Why would you think there'd be any difference in what happened between the first time and the sixth time that you did all that shit?
I'm free. I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
Man, I've been shooting those things the whole way up. Are you okay?
Is everything all right? Are you hurt?
I totally trust you.
I am fine, or I will be, in time. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
Benezia sought to turn the river and was swept away.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it
Oh, so she
sovereign.
likes cars, huh?
It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated
He's
to
like, look at
Saren's
my
will.
wheels,
The
babe.
process
And
is
she's like,
subtle.
ah,
It can
shit.
take days, weeks.
I'm
but
under
in the
mind
end,
control now.
It is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
Saren's pretty quick to betray his own people.
He was quick to betray the Thorian, too. After he had what he wanted, he ordered the Geth to destroy all evidence of its existence. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory, a viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
I need that knowledge to stop Saren.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to
Why
another.
does he look like that?
Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being
The hell is the
united in a
camera
single
doing?
glorious existence.
Stop zooming!
Open yourself.
Why is it
to the
zooming?
universe, Commander. Embrace eternity.
Pretty sure this is just yoga? Maybe. What the hell was that? That's some live action stuff there for a second. Some of these are live action practical effects with a weird overlay over top of them. Was his eyebrow detached? That's some serious vision shit. I ain't never heard of vision that detaches your eyebrows.
I
Or
have given you the
eyelashes, my
cipher,
bad.
Just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are a part of you now.
What was that? Commander Shepard, are you all right?
Hell no, I'm not gonna be alright. Did you see my eyelash detached and then reattached itself? That's some crazy shit. Seems that way, Cascade. Let's see, is Vepper still here? Maybe Vepper's still here. Now if Vepper's still here, you and Cascade, you and Vepper can talk about guns. Don't worry, I'll be fine.
I saw something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift. The experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
We should get you back to the ship where you can be monitored.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
What should I do with you? Investigate. Ooh, all these words, alright.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Thorian?
When the creature enveloped me, I became part of it. But I still don't truly understand it. So alien, so ancient. Its exact age is impossible to know. It measured time differently. 10,000 years of hibernation broken by a few frantic centuries of activity. Its mind was awesome, magnificent. It transcended all classification. And now it is gone.
Whoa! So many new words.
Don't tell me you feel sorry for that thing.
The Thorian was a unique life form. A sentient being that lived for 50,000 years, maybe more. There is nothing even remotely like it in the known galaxy. I'm grateful you saved me from a life of thraldom. Yet I cannot help but feel some sorrow for the loss of such a rare and remarkable creature.
Do you know what the conduit is? Or where it is?
No, I'm sorry. All I know is that Saren believes the conduit was the key to the Prothean extinction.
Then whatever it is, we cannot let him have it.
You have the cipher. In time, your visions will clear. They will lead you to the conduit. I only pray you find it before Saren does.
What else can you tell me about Saren?
There is little I could tell you that you do not already know. He's powerful, he's charismatic, and he is dangerous. Once I followed him, blind to his true nature. But now I see he's leading the galaxy into an age of darkness and suffering.
I want to know more about you.
There is nothing remarkable about me. I was merely one of Matriarch Benezia's disciples. For nearly 2 centuries, I followed her, learning at her feet. When Benezia revealed her plan to join Saren, she gave her disciples a choice. Only those who were willing had to follow her. Many felt her plan was too dangerous.
Looks like
But
that
I
person not
believed
here.
her.
Oh well.
I thought she could turn Saren away from his insanity. Instead, we joined him in it.
That was the personal question, Saren Conduit. I think that was the person, right? Conduit or Thorin was the first.
I want to know more about you.
There is nothing, but I believe in her.
What should I do with
thought
you?
she could turn Saren away from his insanity. Instead, we joined him in it.
Now that you're free of the Thorian, what are you planning to do next?
If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
The colonists will need all the help they can get. They'll be happy to have you on their side.
I don't think
Thank
any
you,
of the
Commander.
colonists died. I think I
May
saved
fortune
them.
smile upon you.
Except for, of course, their leader, who
I can't believe it.
Shepard just
Jones
decided
says
to
we'll have
allow
all
to
the money
die.
we need to keep this place running. It's
In a
because of you,
cutscene.
Shepard. I can't thank you enough.
Oh. Looks like I leveled up again. Why am I only getting 1 point per level now? Damn it. It's gonna take forever for me to get it, the lift up now. Back when I used to get 2. 1 more level for her, and then she'll be able to start doing shotgun.
Ships are already on their way here with supplies.
Thank you so much. Now Exogeny will pour the money in. We'll be able to rebuild and then some.
I fought so hard, but any thought of my own caused so much pain.
I will do what I can to assist the colony in this difficult time. I am ashamed of the damage done to the lives of these people.
Farewell, Shiala.
Farewell, Commander. I wish you well in your hunt.
You won't recognize this place when we're done. All traces of the Thorian will be erased in short order.
I hope the new money doesn't spoil this place. I've never seen such a turnaround by a company.
What all the people I saved? I don't see any of them.
Like we're worth something. You sure get results.
Looks like the colony.
We've never had funding like this before.
Oh, thanks again. That data will
These
be
are
very
all
valuable
people from the
once I
other
get out.
place. Is it acting as if I didn't save a single person? There's nobody here, man.
Oh, thanks again. That data will be very valuable once I get out of here.
Like every single one of these people are people from the other location or the other one we found. Like none of the people from that were here originally are here, except for him. He's here.
I never thought I would be so thrilled to see a soldier. Forgive
Everybody
my
else is
previous
dead,
inaction,
apparently.
but under the Thorian's
It
influence,
glitched out and
every
killed
thought
them all,
was
I guess.
examined and filtered.
What will you do now that the fighting is over?
I may stay, try to recover my losses. I can have new supplies delivered within weeks. Perhaps the colony will survive after all.
Let me see what you have in stock.
Show
Of
me what
course.
you've got.
Return in the future, and I may even have more to see.
I don't like what you've got. I don't like it at all. I've got better. Buy mine. Thing is that I have worse upgrades than these equipped, but oh well. I don't feel like sorting it anymore. So 5 and down are getting sold. We're using 6 and up now. Achievement unlocked. Oh wait, this guy lived.
Thank you for everything you did.
Wait, are these the people? No, it just says colonists.
Thanks, Commander. It's great to be free again.
Pharaohs will be back in shape in no time, Commander.
You were at the Skillian Blitz, right? Never thought someone like you would help us.
What is that supposed to mean? I thought he did a good thing at the Blitz. But decrypting the logs, you found something suspicious several months ago worth it. Like, I've unlocked this like 3 times now.
I have my own thoughts again. Thank you, Commander.
Thanks to you, Greta and I can start over.
Looks like you're feeling better.
Thank you for everything you tried to do here.
I'm free. Thank you for giving me my mind back.
Finally, we have hope again.
Free? I can't believe I'm free.
Is she really gonna stand right where I don't fucking want her? Like, what is up with that? Like, look at her. She's just like, she had to teleport away from it. That happens such a ridiculous amount. I really do detest that the game does that. I don't know, man. I don't know if I saved any of the colonists. Yo, Paragon's maxed out. I'm one paragonic bastard, I guess. Like 6.4. Man, I don't give a shit about that. I'm saving up 5 levels. I'm not spending any points until I get all the way up here so I can go advanced lift all in one. Oh, she's alive, so maybe I did.
Finally, that damn thing is out of my head. I can think without pain. And with the power cells you brought, I can get this place up and running again. Thanks, Commander.
Yeah, they're not.
Thanks for getting me these power cells.
That's a good point, Cascade says. They all seem to have the same 3 or 4 lines of thanks. They ain't using their minds for much. Good point, man. That's a good point. Well said.
Thank you for freeing us.
The hell are they using their supposedly free brains for? Think it's all an act? And they're just pretending. They're like, all right, look. The giant hive monster told us to pretend like we're free. That way he'll just leave. Because he's too damn strong. So we gotta trick him and make him think he won. The hive monster's hurt, so it can only think of like 3 to 4 lines of thanks. That's it. That's like, it's pushing it. So this is all dialogue we got to work with, all right? All right. So when he comes to us, just say your line, all right? Like, can't they just let us think? No, 3 or 4 lines. That's it. That's all we got.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Commander, you look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
What do you mean he looks pale? He clearly doesn't.
The cipher shook me up a bit.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
She wants to brain boob me? Alright, go for it, I guess.
Hurry, we don't have much time.
Do it! Ooh, he ain't hesitate. Do it!
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity.
Now she got black eyes? We'll look at showing the weird live action stuff again.
That was incredible.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
All my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Oh, really?
Come on, get to the point. What did you see?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the Commander's mind is incomplete.
That's one hell of a dilation. So there was nothing useful.
You sure you didn't come across any kind of clue or hint? Something we might have missed?
Everything I saw, you already know. You were right about the Reapers. The Protheans were destroyed by a race of sentient machines. I think it is obvious there is a connection between the Reapers, the Prothean extinction, and the Conduit, but I did not see anything that would help us find it.
What's our next move?
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision, what was there at least, but something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
There's either a plot hole in this, or the council are just pieces of shit who don't care if the whole galaxy is destroyed. Sorry, because the plot hole in this is, if her race can just mind meld with you and find out like what you've seen, then the first time they're like, yo, one of your dudes are like went rogue and he's like a piece of shit, and they got those ladies there. One of them was even on the board or whatever on the council, and she's like, I don't believe you. Well, then tell one of your underlings to mind meld with him. Problem solved. And then it's like, okay, it turns out what he said was true, but now he's saying that the galaxy is at risk because what he's trying to do is awaken an ancient thing that like destroys all living creatures. Whatever. He's that's not true either. Just it turned out the first thing he told us was right, but this shit ain't gonna be right this time. I know I can mind meld with him and find out if what he saw is what I would believe too, but fuck that. I'd rather just gamble the whole galaxy and not give a shit.
Dr. Chakwas should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
What does that matter if it can't be forced? You don't have to force it. I'm not saying that like some blue lady has to jump out and like grab him and be like, I'm gonna rape your brain. Like, no, it's just like, hey, we're gonna mind meld to see if what you saw was true. This is too important. and if the guy's like, no, I don't want you to look at my brain, then it's like, oh, well, we don't believe you then.
Dr. Chakwas should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
Are you sure it was the joining? I feel fine.
Your role in our communion is passive. I am the one who must submerge myself in your mind, drown myself in your thoughts. It is more difficult than it looks. The human subconscious instinctively resists the joining, Commander. A strong personality like yours makes it even harder.
Implying that they can do it against their will, what she just said too. So apparently one of them can jump out from behind you and be like, I'm gonna rape your brain. Because if they instinctively resist, then consciously resisting, I would guess, would just make it even harder, but not impossible, possibly. depending on the willpower, I would guess.
We're done here. Dismissed.
Dismissed.
I sent off the Pharos report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, Exogeny should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
Exogeny tried to study it. Look how that turned out.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
Sacrifice your mama. So I suppose if I wanted to max out the Renegade, I could start saying evil things or mean things more, and then I would have them both maxed out. But nah, we're playing the good guy. Good guy playthrough here. That's the way I prefer to play games. It always starts feeling unnatural and weird if I'm too evil too much. All right, let's talk about our feelings.
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
No promises.
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the balance. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask?
You, top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file.
I'm sorry.
Okay, put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her. All right, see ya.
You didn't have any comments on the mission. Normally they have comments on the mission. Wise Joker, voiced by Seth Green. Just in case any bears show up, they have to have someone who will be willing to play dead.
Yes, Commander?
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
And I'm just gonna be the worst person, says Cascade. Yeah, I've seen people do that in pen and paper games and RPGs, and especially those, I don't know what kind of RPGs you would call them. I can't remember. Like the top-down asymmetric view stuff, like you know, like those, like like my brain isn't working. Like Planescape Torment. That's the only one I can remember at the moment. Definitely the names are just escaping me for some reason. But and people will play those, and they just murder every civilian they can murder and steal everything they can steal from the dead people, and I'm just like, holy shit. Like and that's just the way they play all games. I can't do that. I start to feel bad after a while. It depends on how story oriented the game is. If it's not like a super deep story, then that's different. Like something like Grand Theft Auto 5 online, I can kill everyone and it's fine. And that's unless it's a human player. But as long as it's an NPC, like, that's perfectly fine. Because there's no story there. There's no thing. There's like, you're not gonna kill one of the NPCs and then they're like their daughter runs up and starts crying or some shit like that. Like, that's not gonna happen. They're just gonna like they're nothings, right? They're paper targets. Oops. But even like fictional characters in video games, if they add like a story to that character and give them a background and stuff like that, it feels pretty bad to be evil. At least for me. However, the power of the load. The power of the load makes me able to do unspeakable evil. Like as long as I can press the save button, I am more than willing and able to go on a rampage, as long as I always know that I can press that load button, and it never happened. Everybody's back. Nothing happened. Groundhog's Day, basically. If you can Groundhog Day it and bring everybody back, it's like, all right, it never happened. It never happened. The game I mentioned is a story-driven tactics RPG. Oh, okay, I missed it. You started playing a game called King Arthur, A Knight's Tale. Sounds familiar. A Knight's Tale was a movie, I believe, right? What just happened? Okay, that was weird. A Knight's Tale. That was a movie, I believe, back in the day. It was like a weird historical fiction movie type of thing, but with like modern music and modern stuff mixed into it. It was kind of unique and interesting because of that. Nowadays, pretty much all Hollywood movies have modern shit mixed into it, and it doesn't make it unique, it just makes it disgusting and annoying to watch. Like, for instance, did you see the trailer for Fallout 70? I mean, for the Fallout movie? Fallout TV show trailer. It looks fucking horrible. You know why? Because apparently the main character is like an extreme left-wing person from the year 2000 and freaking 14 or 24. Look at this crap.
Hello there. I'm here to show you a wonderful place.
The vaults should be in the last 200 years. Dipshits were dead. Every person I've met out here.
I've lost. To hurt the people who hurt me. There's always
this isn't the proper one. No, hold on.
Disagree on how.
Let's see. Let's go to YouTube. That's the wrong one. Let's see if we can find the right one. The writing, the dialogue is fucking atrocious. It is like straight up. It is just straight up just like someone from the year 2024 who's like a super left-wing person was teleported into the Fallout universe. Listen to this dialogue, dude. All right. So obviously she's like, oh, look, this guy is a bad guy, I think. Now listen to this. This is how everyone says that police officers need to interact with anybody now.
I'm going to have to ask you to leave him alone. Now, I acknowledge that I'm unfamiliar with your circumstances, but at first glance, your treatment of this man appears unfair, and I'm obliged to intervene. Now, if your instinct is to harm me, as a person simply trying to de-escalate a conflict, then I'll have to assume of the two of you, you are likely the primary aggressor. In which case, I think everyone in this town would agree the force is justified. Unless you willingly stand down now.
Like, that dialogue just, even at 2 times speed, that was toxic. It was slightly less toxic at 2 times speed, but no. I have no interest in watching 1 second of that show. Even though I have Amazon Prime, I will not watch it. Just like I didn't watch their stupid Lord of the Rings TV show. But you notice what she's doing, right? She's trying to do the all cops are bastards, like defund the police dialogue, where, oh, we don't need police, we just need someone to de-escalate things. All situations are de-escalatable, you know. No, there's no such thing as an evil, crazy person who's just gonna murder people. That's just not true. And so every police officer has to be some sort of god-tier negotiator who who can outperform everyone on the planet and convince them to be peaceful, even though they're psychopaths in the world.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Yep. What?
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
Venezia, but I will remember and honor how she lived.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard. I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Is this some sort of flirting thing? I don't want to flirt with her.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
I don't want to flirt with anybody on this ship. So this is just, this loading thing is going to be on my screen the whole time. Yeah, let's click off the screen and click back on and see if it's still like that. If it is, I'm going to restart the game. There we go, it's fixed. I did save, right? I'm gonna save again. But yeah, I don't want to see some person from 2024 in Lord of the Rings, or in Dune, or in freaking Star Wars, or in every fucking piece of media that is supposed to be taking place in a fictional world, in a fictional time. It's like, what are you doing? Like, it defeats the entire purpose of having a fictional world. Just make a movie. It'd be a lot cheaper to make a movie or a TV show set in 2024. Put it in some Californian city and, you know, have the hero doing all the things that they do. It'd make a lot more sense. I mean, no one would watch it, because the only way they can convince anybody to watch their shit with their terrible fucking writing is to attach a brand to it that people like. It's like, "Hi, we got this shit script." Let's go, huh? Everybody hates it. Nobody on earth will like watching this. It's like, okay, so what do we do? All right, so what we're gonna do is let's throw a dartboard. Throw a dart at a dartboard and say, eh. Oh, look, it landed on Fallout. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna adapt this garbage ass characters in this script into a Fallout sort of story. Then people will watch it. You've done that with a lot of stuff. And then other times, I'm not saying that's what they did with the Fallout, by the way, but they have done that with other shows where like the show has absolutely nothing to do with the or the movie or whatever, has nothing to do with the original media. I'm like, what? These things aren't even related. And it's just them wanting to tell their own story, and they just hijack the name. It doesn't look like that's going to be what Fallout is. It looks like with Fallout, they just tried to make, they just put bad writers in charge, and they tried to make their own story in the universe from scratch. But you know, it's probably going to be bad based on that one scene with the way she was talking was just so modern. Like, that kind of stuff takes you out. And it would be like that whole thing, the way she talked would be that if she had started the conversation by announcing her pronouns. It's like, that's a thing that did not exist until like 6 years ago tops. I can't even remember when they started doing that. And it's going to be a thing that goes away in like a few years tops. So there's this like extraordinarily short period of time where they had that. And then it's like, ah, yeah, but all characters must be this way now. It just takes it right out of the damn movie, right? It's like watching it's, you know, it'd be like everyone smoked in like the 50s or whatever, right? They make fun of that. Like in the movies, everyone was smoking, right? Well, what if they made a fucking movie and it was like supposed to be about King Arthur, and all of the knights are smoking like Marlboro cigarettes? It's like, that's what it feels like to have these fucking modern dialogue garbage in all of this media that has nothing, that should have no real connection to our world. Like, why is Lancelot smoking a Marlboro cigarette? I don't understand. Well, because everybody smokes. It's the 1950s, you see? Like, oh my god, you fucking piece of shit. We can't make a movie without everyone smoking. It doesn't matter what time period it's set in. Yeah, because they're a bunch of degenerates, Vepper. Though, and the people who did that and the people who celebrated that are the same people who say that having a pretty woman in a video game is the most horrible thing. It's so terrible. Does including a 1970s Flintstone Marlboro commercial before a cigar ad were banned. I've actually got 10 discs of something old media, mostly 1930s and 1940s, but does include a 1970s Flintstone Marlboro commercial before cigar ads. They had a Flintstones Marlboro commercial. That's hilarious. Let's see if I can Google this. Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. Marlboro commercial. No fucking way, dude. There's just no way, dude. We'll play it at 1 point something times speed here, so we can all watch this together. We're gonna meet the Flintstones, boys.
They sure work hard, don't they, Barney? Yeah? I hate to see them work so hard. Yeah, me too. Let's go around back where we can't see them. Gee, we ought to do something, Fred. Okay. How's about taking a nap? I got a better idea. Let's take a Winston break. That's it. Winston is the...
Winston.
One filter cigarette that delivers flavor 20 times a pack. Winston's got that filter blend. Yeah, Fred. Filter blend makes the big taste difference, and only Winston has it up front where it counts. Here, ahead of the pure white filter. Winston packs rich tobaccos specially selected and specially processed for good flavor in filter smoking. Yeah,
I gotta share this with people.
good, like cigarette should.
The Flintstones has been brought to you by Winston, America's best-selling, best-tasting filter cigarette.
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
Holy shit. Wow. Yeah, I would have hated that as a kid. And not for some moral reason of them trying to convince me to smoke cigarettes. It'd have been like, why the fuck are the Flintstones talking about something from my time? Like, are they time travelers or something? Like, it would have pissed me off. Wow. I'm sending this out to some people, man. Do 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 do. Oh my god. Wow. There we go. Old commercials that could be politically incorrect. Well, that's any commercial. Yeah, I'm gonna watch this politically incorrect commercial stuff. Not right now, but definitely at some point. Oh, there's the cigarette Flintstone commercial. A lot of them are something with a woman, so it's probably something sexist. Oh my shit, bro. Look at this kid. This isn't politically incorrect. This is correctness right here, boys.
Your squad is ready for you to lead them.
Look at the size of that damn thing. Boy, he's signing up to kill bugs, man. He ain't playing no games. Holy shit. Did they still sell these? This lucky kid.
now is a cap-firing pistol.
Oh, shit.
With Johnny 7, the one-man army gun. It's 7 guns in one. Let's count them. 1 is a grenade launcher.
Johnny 7 ain't playing games.
3 gun. 4 bullet-firing rifle. 5 Tommy gun. 6 anti-bunker gun. 7 cap-firing pistol. There's no other gun like it. To be sure, look for Johnny 7, OMA, the one-man
Shit.
army topper.
They need to bring that back.
Caroline, try me. I'll take you on a trip.
That was badass, bro. That's the most American play gun I've ever seen. Yeah, and they took that shit away. These damn anti-freaking freedom assholes. That's all I can think. They really are. Like, to be anti-gun is anti-freedom. That's what you are. You want people to be slaves to the state. There's a lot of Asian stuff in here too, where they got the stereotypical old school Asian person in it. And they're like, ha ha, that's racist. You can't do that. But yeah, it's very simple. Here, we'll draw a picture here. We'll show why. It's evil to force people to do all these things like this, to be like, aha, we'll do all the thinking for you. We'll defend you. You don't have to have the ability to defend yourself. We'll defend you. We'll do all your thinking. We'll tell you what to do and where to do it. It's very simple. The reason why individuality, there's a few reasons why. Number one is the easiest one, right? Protect the individual and you protect everyone, right? You protect people's individuality and their freedoms as an individual. You protect everyone with no exceptions. Save people who are going to violate those people's freedoms. Now, next, why is it immoral to micromanage everyone? Besides it just not working ever. Well, the reason it's immoral is because you got right here, you got Bob here. You got Bob. Now, Bob has a knife. And he's going to cut a carrot. Oh no, Bob slipped and cut his finger because he didn't sharpen his knife. Did anything immoral happen? It's like, Bob cut his finger. That's put a band-aid on it. Remember to sharpen your knife, right? There's no harm done here other than what Bob did to himself, all right? This isn't like some world-ending thing. Nothing was done wrong, period. Bob slipped and cut his finger. Now, same exact scenario. We have another carrot. And Bob's about to cut this carrot. Now, Bob would like to sharpen his knife. But Bob has been told by the federal government that Bob is only allowed to sharpen his knife once a month. It's not yet time for him to sharpen his knife. Now, Bob is aware that he's been using his knife an awful lot. And because he uses his knife more than the average person, he should probably sharpen it. But the federal government has determined that the average time is once a month. Therefore, Bob is not allowed to sharpen his knife. Now, Bob cuts the carrot The knife slips because it's dull, and he cuts his finger. Did something bad just happen? Yes. The federal government hurt Bob. This wasn't a mistake due to his judgment. This was someone telling him he had to do a thing where he was going to hurt himself. We go from something where there was no crime, there was no real harm done, to basically the federal government just committed assault on him. They cut his finger, not him. That's why micromanaging is evil. It's an immoral, evil thing. The outcomes, you don't even have to matter. Even if the outcome was overall good, which is not, even if the outcome of them micromanaging everyone was overall better for all of society, it's still an evil thing. And the reason it's an evil thing is because when someone is harmed due to their poor micromanagement decisions, instead of it being that happens, they ate a bunch of food, they lived an unhealthy life, and they had a heart attack. It's sad that they died, but no real harm done. Versus someone fed a person nothing but horribly unhealthy food until they had a heart attack. Now people will go, wow, what kind of piece of shit are you that you forced that person to eat that food until they died? The moment you remove someone's control over their own actions, then any harm that happens to them is the fault of the people in charge. But here's the problem. Here's the ultimate problem. What will happen to the people in charge when they make a decision that leads to the deaths of, I don't know, a few million people? Literally nothing. They're in charge. They're in charge of who gets punished. Nothing happens. So maybe Bob cuts his finger. Oh, well. Maybe millions of people die from a famine. Oh, well. Doesn't matter. Because doesn't matter that person, that these people in charge kill such a staggering amount of people that it's impossible to imagine. Doesn't matter. Because nobody can do anything about it. They just keep getting to kill and get away with it. The most prolific serial killers in the history of humanity are just authoritarian pieces of shit who were able to control countries. Because they've killed millions. And got away with it. They'll keep telling you. No, let the government control everything. It'll be fine. Sure it will. Pretty much every idea that these authoritarian pieces of shit, these commie fascist pieces of shit have are just terrible, man. They're all terrible. Like, like this whole offense thing, right? Yeah. Oh, you offended people. That's bad. Is it? Yeah, you gotta be punished for offending people. You said something offensive. That's terrible. Is it? Okay. I'm offended that you're offended. I'm genuinely offended that people get so easily offended. So who wins? I find it offensive that people get offended by things that I say. And people are offended by things that I say. So who wins in this? We both have taken offense. You wanna know who wins? The one with more power. It's a fascist ideology. It's authoritarian. To govern by offense is an authoritarian, evil thing to do. You can't govern by offense without being an authoritarian. You can't. Because everyone's offended. So the only people who actually get punished are the ones who don't have power. You think the people being punished because they offended people aren't offended by anything? Of course they are. What about the KKK? I think they take offense to someone's very existence. What is being done about that? Are they gonna like unexist those people? No? Huh. You can't govern by offense. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, did I save? Yeah, I did. I saved because I'm going to talk to this person and I don't want to flirt with her. But yeah, pretty much everything that they do is like authoritarian evil shit. Even this whole pronoun thing. Authoritarian evil piece of shit stuff. Pronouns are a third person thing. It's a way I refer to or anybody refers to a person who typically isn't even there. For you to be able to tell that person, to define the way that person speaks, that is no different than when you see those films, those period films where somebody walks into a throne room and they're like, hello, and then like they get hit with a hammer and they're like, it's my lord, hello my lord. Like that's what it is. It's no different than that. Once again, it's just authoritarian shit. And if because there's no predefined list of approved pronouns because there's infinite of them, what if my pronouns were offensive words? Huh? You thought about that? What if to someone defined their noun, one of their pronouns is the N-word? Do you now have to say that whenever you're referring to them? What if they define themselves as God? My pronouns are God and my God. I don't know, man. I don't think you just get to choose that you're God and everyone has to acknowledge and use those pronouns. That's why that's going to be another thing that just passes away. It's a new thing that's stupid and authoritarian because authoritarian is in. It went out of fashion for a while, you know, after a certain world war, but it's back in style again. The commies and the fascists, who were basically the exact same group of people nowadays, they were back then too almost, they're back in power and they're trying to do it all over again.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
We don't have the luxury of time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what you did during the Blitz. It was a remarkable display of courage and heroism.
Why are you so interested in me?
I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Unacceptable. Me or the Beacon?
You're interested in me because of my visions.
I don't want to
just
flirt
wanna
with
know
her,
more
so
about
I'm
the
trying to
Protheans.
play like more middle.
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
You're an alien! It's not serious.
Williams and I are just friends, nothing more.
My mistake.
Same with
then.
you, though.
I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or
I'm glad
was
that
I
they.
wrong about that too?
I'm glad they didn't try to force me into it because they have been pushing hard. It's like, I just want to be friends. She's getting friend zoned.
I'm not interested in you in that way, Liara.
This is very embarrassing for me, Commander. Please, let's talk about something else.
Nice.
I should go.
Get friend zone, blue alien chick. They tried to bait me into blue boobs. I'm not falling for it.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Captain Kirk, I am not. She's not worthy of the peen. Only the best of the best women. Only Haru has been good enough for me. Alright, let's see. Do 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 do. You know what? Let's go downstairs into the armory area. Oh, I guarantee the blue boobs get almost everybody. You guys see how I play games. I'm basically single almost every game I play. Gotta be one hell of a woman. To get me to stray from my mission to save the universe.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Stealth system.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
I think with what's his name? Geralt. I dated the witch, the black-haired witch lady. But that's because it felt like the right thing to do from the story's point of view. Like, it would have felt, it felt like that was the true ending of the game type of thing, right? Like, you could tell that wasn't like a, oh hey, let's be lusty after each other type of thing. That was just like, they were meant to be together type of thing. That was the story. And I know you could go with the red-haired chick instead, but you could tell that she wasn't. She was more of like a lusty option type of thing. All the other characters were more like a lusty option type of thing. But the black-haired like witch lady, obviously she was supposed to be with her. They're supposed to be together. The game was, that's the story. Like it would have felt weird. It would have been like Gandalf throwing the ring in the volcano. Or like, what the fuck, Gandalf? Why did you just like pick up the ring and walk it all the way up the mountain and throw it in the volcano? Like, you could have did that shit the whole time? It wouldn't feel right, right? Duty over booty. Yep. There's some puns there. Cyberpunk. It goes with the ending. So far, what I had played in what the amount I played Cyberpunk, nothing stood out to me. Not a thing stood out to me. Though I do plan on playing Cyberpunk again one day, but mostly that's another game that's on my backlog for if one day I somehow get a better computer, because that game was blowing up my computer the whole time. Like that game, like a heavily modded version of Skyrim, maybe the Starfield, but like just focus only on the main story and not do any side quests. There's lots of games that I plan on, like the Dragon's Dogma 2 that just came out. Like that would be a game I'd play if I had a better computer. Like all the there's so many. Pan Am. That's cool, Soren. I'm glad I don't have to be afraid when talking to people. It gives you this is one of those kind of games that gives you a straightforward dialogue option to be like, nope, not interested.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
It feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Saren, I mean.
It won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
We couldn't have done this without you, Telly.
You've been good to me. A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
I didn't bring you along as a favor, Tally. You're here because you contribute to the mission, and I need all the help I can get on this one.
Don't worry. You can always count on me.
So far, she's not had any options for us, Soren.
I should go.
But if it gave me the option with her right now, I would turn her down.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Like, she's the most interesting of the females on the ship so far. But I've always liked tech characters, so, you know.
Shepard.
Notice how much I hated Futaba in Persona 5. And she was that game's tech character. That should tell you how much I hated her personality. I found her personality offensive. See, now they gotta go change the game. They have to pay me offense reparations for offending me with their game. The thing that confused me the most about Futaba, it was as if her character was written by a person who doesn't play video games. And that's my guess, is what happened was, in the Japanese translation of the game, she wasn't such an insufferable, annoying piece of shit. And then the localizers took the translation of the game. By the way, I try to bring this up from time to time. Localizers don't translate video games most of the time. It's normally translated by someone in Japan, and then they send it to America, where someone who doesn't even speak Japanese localizes it. That happens a lot. So then someone, you know, so someone received the the Persona 5 script, and this person is one of those people who do not play video games. They don't like video games. They resent the fact that they have to, that they wanted to be a writer, but they're too incompetent and shitty to be a writer. So what they do is they try to like rewrite shit to make, you know, to make themselves feel good about things. And they made her into the most her dialogue was just so annoying. It was like watching a film from the 1990s about video games. Like the vast majority of the time, if someone played video games in a film in like the 1990s, it was terrible. It was just like, what is, like, seriously, you couldn't have found one person who actually plays video games to like look at your writing and be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? There were a few films who had some exceptions to that, but the majority of the time, it was just terrible, absolutely terrible. And that's what it felt like. It felt like someone who's never played a video game in their life, who dislikes people who play video games, had to write the dialogue for someone who is a big video game nerd. It was so annoying to listen to her talk. Like, her presence made the game worse. Like, I feel like they should have skipped her as, and then she took Morgana's job. There was no more like, Morgana looking cool, Joker. Like, no, instead she stole his fucking job. She was an extra character that did not need to exist. Her whole arc could have been removed from the game. And instead instead of helping her, you help Shoji, or whatever his name is. I can't remember now. The guy who runs the coffee shop. You help him. I just genuinely did not like her character, how it was written. It was terrible. She had no purpose. None. Alright.
So, you'd rather be a merc than help your people?
I'm a fighter. It's what I do.
Aren't you at all worried about what will happen to the Krogan?
What the hell? I'm tired of sticking my ass on the line and getting nothing for it.
So you're just giving up on your people?
I gave up. I'm not like you, Shepard. Bottom line,
we've had this dialogue with him, haven't we?
Simplifies things.
You ever think about helping your people?
I try not to, but there's a lot of Krogan mercs out there.
We're running in circles.
I'm always running into them.
Shijiro, that's it.
Half the time I'm
being
close. Paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job. You don't get to pick who your enemies are.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Hey, Skipper. Any interest in a small drink? It's a special occasion.
That's contraband.
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the first contact war ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
You can't think I'm the most patriotic person on the ship.
Maybe not. Maybe I'd rather share this with you. You ever consider that? Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
I see! How dare you!
Don't tell me you're blamed for that.
Not formally. Dad got passed for promotion over and
Genetic
over.
sinner.
I think my record merits more than garrison duty in a backwater agri-colony. Takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
Holy crap. Okay, we got some dialogue here. So do you. How can I help? That's why you dislike aliens. He's got what he deserved. Investigation.
What happened to your grandfather after the war?
He was relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They
Why?
quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk.
For losing?
He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies.
For losing?
Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of him.
What are you talking about? Like, did he lose because of incompetence? The official story is that they had an overwhelming force. Like, what the hell is this? It's like, aha! Sergeant, you're being demoted. It's like, what? Why? Because you were attacked by 1,000 men when you only had 20 and you lost. You surrendered. How could you be defeated? And like, because it was impossible to win? Well, let's lock him in irons and take him back to Earth. I am very confused. Maybe there's something to this story I haven't heard before.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops, but when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team. Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
I should have figured this out myself. I don't know how I can help you, though.
Look at who I am, Shepard. Do you ever hear me ask for help? It's not that bad things don't happen to me. If you stay with me long enough, maybe I'll tell you about some of them. But I deal with them myself. I don't need a shoulder to cry on, a knight to rescue me, or a man to make me happy. This is who I am. I like her. And you better like her too. So, you still interested in me? Baggage and all?
What? Yes, yes, and yes. I will turn off this fucking game right now if you force me to date her.
Everyone comes with baggage, Ash. The trick is finding a match.
This better not be like a date option.
That's awful. Tell me you got that out of a fortune cookie. But hey, once we save the galaxy, maybe the Alliance will get its act together. Start acting like an actual government.
We better get going then.
Okay.
Seems I've got
So it
something
was
to
like
look forward to after we're done.
More than you know.
So by
I have a
like
feeling
her,
things
they
will
mean
come to
are
a
we
head
still
soon.
friends,
But don't
maybe?
worry, Shepard.
Or
I'll
allies, at
protect you.
least.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
A little spooky how you handle that Jiang guy. Didn't figure you'd know how to speak corporate.
All you need to do is show them how getting what you want gets them what they want.
You make it sound easy. Frankly, I just wanted to put a few rounds in him and leave.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
So
Didn't figure you'd know how to speak corp. You make it sound easy. Frankly,
We'll talk later, Williams.
looking
All
forward
right.
to it, Skipper.
yeah, for a second there, I thought they were trying to force me into a romance thing because it's like, do you still like me? I was like, what? I never said I did like you. Like, what the fuck is happening here?
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
What for, Garrus?
For everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought a lot about what you've told me. About not sacrificing innocence to achieve the goal. About finding the best way through, not just the fastest. And I've been thinking about Dr. Saleon, too. I'd convinced myself that he deserved to die, but then I started thinking about why I wanted him dead. I realized it wasn't because of what he did to those people. That was part of it, but I think most of it was because he got away from me. He escaped under my watch, and I didn't like that. I let it become personal.
Words mean nothing until you turn them into action, Garrus. What are you going to do about it?
Well, I'm going back to CSEC. I think I can make a difference there. I'll also reapply for Spectre training, but I'll do it right. I won't compromise myself to get there. If the people I'm sworn to protect can't trust me, then I don't deserve to be the one protecting them.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
So I guess he's gonna try to become a Spectre after we beat the game. I wonder if he's gonna be a Spectre in the second game. We'll find out eventually.
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
I don't have time for this.
Oh shit!
Goodbye, Commander. Commander, I wanted to...
What for, Garrett?
I thought... And he escaped under my watch, and I didn't like that. Well, if the people I'm sworn to protect can't trust me, don't worry, Commander.
I think I'd rather load. I'm worried that it'll like keep that in the game's memory where I'm just like, he's like, ah, thank you very much. He's like, I don't got time for you.
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
What for, Garrus?
I thought, and he escaped under my watch, and I didn't like. Well, if the people I'm sworn to protect can't trust me, don't worry, Commander.
All right. Like that was brutal.
Looking for supplies?
Wait,
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Show me what you've got. Oh my god, level 9 item. Compare. How much does it cost? 200,000 monies? Jeez Louise. It's not even better in every way. It's got worse damage protection, but way more shields and a little bit more biotech. You got any pistols in there? Shameful. Why? Why so strong? Why is this pistol that's higher so weak compared to this? Holy shiitake mushrooms, this is strong as hell. I'll take it.